The biggest problem with most people is not lack of talent. It is not lack of money either. The real problem is inconsistency. People start with excitement, then stop when life becomes hard. They watch motivational videos for one day, make big plans for one night, and then return to old habits the next morning. Many people dream about success, better English, confidence, money, or peace, but very few are ready to give just one focused hour daily for their future. Some people waste years waiting for the perfect time. Others keep searching for shortcuts. But the truth is simple. Small effort repeated every single day becomes a powerful force. And this story is about a poor tea seller who changed his life with just one page every night. This story will not only give you a powerful life lesson, but it will also help you improve your English listening and understanding skills. In a beautiful and peaceful village surrounded by green fields and small rivers, there lived a tea seller named Marcus. Every morning before sunrise, soft fog covered the village roads. Birds sang from mango trees and cold wind passed through the narrow streets. The village was simple but calm. People knew each other. Children played barefoot near the river and farmers worked quietly in the fields. Near the old bus stop stood Marcus's small tea stall. It was made of wood and rusted metal sheets. Every day before the first bus arrived, Marcus lit the stove and prepared tea for travelers, workers, and farmers. Marcus was around 30 years old, but stress made him look older. His clothes were always clean but old. His hands were rough from years of hard work. Every evening after working for almost 14 hours, he counted his small earnings with tired eyes. But no matter how hard he worked, his life never changed. Sometimes customers insulted him for being poor. Sometimes rich people threw money at him without even looking at his face. Some villagers respected him, but many secretly believed he would stay poor forever. One rainy evening, Marcus sat quietly inside his stall after closing time. Raindrops hit the roof softly while cold wind entered from broken corners. He looked at his small money box inside. "This cannot be my whole life," he whispered to himself. At that moment, an old traveler entered the stall. He wore simple clothes and carried a small cloth bag. His beard was white and his eyes looked calm and wise. "Can I get one cup of tea?" the old man asked gently. Marcus nodded and prepared tea. The old traveler noticed Marcus's sad face. "You look tired," he said. Marcus smiled weakly. "Life is heavy when you work every day but stay in the same place." The old man stayed silent for a moment. Then he asked, "Do you read books?" Marcus laughed softly. "Books, huh? Poor people don't have time for books." The old man looked directly into his eyes. "Poor people cannot afford to ignore books." Those words stayed in Marcus's mind. Before leaving, the old traveler opened his bag and gave Marcus an old dusty book. "The world changes slowly," he said. "Read one page every night. Not 10 pages, not one chapter." Then he walked away into the rain. That night, after cleaning his stall, Marcus opened the old book. The pages were yellow and old. The language was simple, but the ideas were deep. The first line said, "A man changes his future when he changes what he does daily." Marcus read only one page because he was tired, but before sleeping he kept thinking about those words. The next night he read another page. Then another. Days turned into weeks. Every night, after closing the tea stall, Marcus sat under a small lantern and read for 1 hour. Sometimes he read slowly because his English was weak. Sometimes he repeated the same line many times, but he never skipped a day. Soon villagers started noticing him. One man laughed and said, "Marcus wants to become a professor now." Another said, Books do not fill empty stomachs. Some boys passing near the stall mocked him every night, but Marcus stayed quiet. Deep inside he understood something important. Most people laugh at discipline because they cannot control themselves. Months passed. The book slowly changed Marcus's thinking. Before he only worked hard physically. Now he started thinking carefully too. He learned about patience, communication, saving money, habits, and emotional control. He learned how successful people think differently. One day a customer became angry because tea was late. Earlier Marcus would argue back, but now he stayed calm. Another day a farmer sat worried about his business problems. Marcus shared a small lesson he had read about consistency and planning. The farmer was surprised by his wisdom. Slowly people started respecting him. Not because he became rich, because he became different. His words carried calmness. His actions carried discipline. His face carried patience. One winter night, Marcus read a line that changed him deeply. Small daily improvements are more powerful than sudden success. He closed the book slowly. That sentence hit him hard. For years he had wanted his life to change quickly. But now he understood the truth. Big success is usually hidden inside small repeated actions. The next morning, Marcus started improving his tea stall little by little. He cleaned the place better. He learned how to speak politely with every customer. He started saving a tiny amount of money daily. He learned simple English sentences from books and practiced them quietly. He observed successful shopkeepers carefully. He wasted less time gossiping, and most importantly, he protected his 1-hour reading habit like treasure. Years passed quietly. The peaceful village changed slowly too. More buses started arriving. Travelers increased. New shops opened near the road. But Marcus was no longer the same poor tea seller. His tea stall became cleaner and more popular than others. Travelers liked sitting there because Marcus spoke respectfully and shared thoughtful conversations. Some students started visiting him at night just to listen to his advice. One boy once asked him, "How did you become so wise?" Marcus smiled. "I only gave 1 hour daily to improving myself." The boy looked shocked. "That's all?" Marcus nodded. People underestimate small effort because results do not appear immediately. One evening, Marcus opened a small reading corner beside his stall. He placed old books there for children and workers. Many villagers laughed again. After some months, children started gathering there after school. Workers read newspapers before going home. Young boys practiced English together. The reading corner slowly became the heart of the village. Years later, Marcus's life completely changed. He expanded his tea stall into a proper cafe near the highway. Travelers from different cities stopped there regularly. Some people came only to meet the wise tea seller who spoke with peace and intelligence. But the most beautiful thing was this. Marcus never stopped his 1-hour habit. Even after becoming successful, every night he still sat quietly with a book. Because success did not change him. Consistency built him. One summer evening, while sitting outside his cafe, Marcus saw a tired young man staring sadly at the road. The boy reminded him of himself years ago. Marcus offered him tea and asked softly, "What troubles you?" The young man sighed. "I want to change my life, but nothing works." Marcus smiled gently. "Tell me honestly, how many focused hours do you give daily to your future?" The boy stayed silent. Marcus continued, "Most people want results without routine. They want confidence without practice. They want success without patience. They want change without discipline." Then Marcus went inside and returned with an old book. It was the same book the traveler had given him years ago. Marcus handed it to the boy. "Read one page every night." The young man looked confused. "Only one page?" Marcus smiled. "One page daily can quietly defeat years of failure." The wind moved softly through the peaceful village as the boy held the old book carefully. And somewhere in the distance, evening birds flew across the orange sky while the tea seller watched silently with grateful eyes. Because he now understood something most people never learn. Your future is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built in small daily actions nobody notices. It is built when you study while others waste time. It is built when you continue after losing motivation. It is built when you improve quietly without showing the world. And sometimes 1 hour daily is enough to change an entire life. Learn something valuable from this story. If you did, then subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave a meaningful comment below. And don't forget to share this story with your favorite person, because maybe they also need this lesson in their life.